My sweet queens, so you are requested I should make the tutorial for the pant that I use for this off shoulder blouse. If you have not watched the tutorial for that off shoulder blouse, you need to click the screen now. It's going to take you straight to that tutorial. So go and watch it and then come and join me. Let's make the pant so that we can complete the look. So for this pant, I use 3 yards of fabric. I don't know the name of this fabric, but it feels like corduroy, like velvet, you know. But you can use sunrise fabric for this. In fact, you can use any fabric of your choice. And the first thing I'm going to cut out here is just the band, because it's going to have elastic waistband. So for the length of the band, it's going to be your hip circumference measurement with extra 2 inches. So once you look at the length, you're going to place your fabric on fold like this. So on fold, the width you're going to be cutting out is going to be 3 inches, unless your elastic be the guide.
It's just to 3
for
inches.
this.
So on
So
fold, I'm
here
going to
I
measure
use
3 inches.
the elastic I use
3
is about
inches.
2 inches or a little more. So that's why on fold I have 3 inches. I'm going to be cutting out 3 inches. Okay. So I'll just measure 3 inches. I'll just cut it out.
So this is the band. So what I'll do to the band, I'm going to just go to the machine. I'm going to stitch this place together, or stitch here together. Now let's cut the body of the pants. So I'm going to fold the fabric into 4.
Please note the side that is facing me is on fold, is folded, okay?
So you measure from the hemline the pants length. So the pant length is, I want the pant length to be 45. Then the hemi allowance, because of the way the fabric is, I think I want it to be 1. So everything will be 46. So from the hemline, I will measure 46 upward. But because it's going to have band, I'm going to subtract 1.5 from it, like this. So that by the time I had 2 inches band, everything will become the right length that it's supposed to be, okay? Can you see? So from this line now, so this is going to be the starting point line. So from here, I'm going to measure down my crotch depth. The crotch depth is hip divided by 4. So the hip I'm working with is 44 divided by 4. That will be 11. Measure the 11. So on this, your crotch depth line, you're going to measure the crotch extension. Okay, because this is Palazzo and I want it really free. So I'll be using pilot method to draft this. So I will divide the hip circumference by 10, whatever it gives me, I will not half, and that is what I'm going to put here. So the hip divided by 4 will be 4.4 minus half, that will be 3.9. Just use 4. So I will roll it straight upward like this. Let's see. Straight upwards. Then I'm going to create the curve for the crotch extension. So just going to be like this. Feel free to use your curve. It's because of the way this fabric is. I can't really use curve. It's just going to mess things up. So now I'm going to cut this place off. Then I'll just make this side to be straight. So on fold, the total width that I have here, on fold, the way it is like this, the total width here is 22 inches. This is 22 inches, okay? The width here is 22 inches. So you can make it wider if you want, but this is 22 inches, which is totally perfect for what I want. So I'm going to go ahead, I'll cut it out, and I'll cut it from the edge also. I'll make it straight because it's not really straight, so I'll just make it straight, and that is all. So feel free to put pocket if you want. So if you want to put pockets, you can actually put pockets. but I'm not going to be putting pockets because the fabric is not remaining. I can still put pockets. Maybe I can use lining to do the pockets. Because all this type of thing, they are nice with pockets. So let's put pockets. Let me just use lining to cut out the pockets. So the opening here, the mouth opening here is 7.5. The mouth opening is 7.5, exactly 7.5. So this is the pocket. So the pocket is going to be here, like this. So let me know where I want the pocket to start from. You should start 1.5 below the starting point line. So we're going to be attaching the pocket. Okay. Note the length of the elastic that you're going to cut out. You can either wrap it around your waist circumference with this method. The hip measurement you're working with is 44, right? So I'm going to place the elastic. Let me just hold this thing down. The hip we're working with, because the elastic must be able to be wide enough to pass through your hip. So now the hip is 44. So I'll place the elastic here and I'm going to hold it down and I'll drag it to that 44. I'll drag it very well to the 44 like this. So that is the elastic you're going to cut out. You can just add a little to it for seam allowance, okay? Maybe like half or one. So that's how to determine the elastic that you're going to use and cut out. So without dragging, the length here is 26 inches without dragging, but by the time you drag it, it's up to the 44 even more. Okay. So this is how it is. So you are going to just open it up this way. You open it up this way. You make your stitch round here with half inch from beginning to the end. Then you fix the pocket to where we said we're going to fix the pocket. Then after that, you're going to close the side all the way down. So let me join this place and come back and show you. So I've joined it together. I've joined the crush. So the next thing now is the side seam, and I've also faced the pocket to the sides. So from here, you're going to close with one. You just sew with one. When you get to this place, sew with half round the pocket, and then back to the side, you sew 1 inch in, then from there 1 inch all the way down. And you're going to repeat the same thing to the second side.
When you're done joining the sides, the next thing now is just to hem the down part. So turn the fabric to the good side and then
You're going to
hem
now
the lower part of the pant. Added
bend
1
it to the
inch
wrong side
allowance,
at
so
the
I'm going
hemline.
to be
This,
sewing
and
it
make
with
your
1
stitch all
inch.
around it.
You can see that my own is just folded once. It's because of the way the hemline of the pant is. It's already looking neat. So if your own is cut, you may need to fold it 2 times before you make your stitch.
So now let's work on the band. Keep the pant aside. Okay, so fold your band and then you make your stitch. Then you're going to join the band. Make sure you reinforce it several times so that it stays in place. So you're just going to place this at the middle like this. Can you see? This is the band. Open up the band, just place this band on top of it like this. Make sure it's at the center, like the center of the band. Then you pin. So what you're going to do is just to stitch the band together, just stitch the mouth of the band together, such that as you are stitching it, you are not going to catch your elastic. So you can use your zipper foot for this so that it's easy. Okay, so I just made another stitch in between while I drag the elastic so that it will remain in place so that it will stop moving. So the next thing now is just to attach this elastic to the waist circumference of the pants.
Before attaching the elastic band to the waist circumference of the pants, the first thing you have to do is to gather the waist line of the pant. You gather it like you sew your gather and pull your gather to your hip circumference measurement. The reason is that so that when you're wearing your pants, because you know there's no zipper, so that you can be able to pass through. So just gather the whole waist circumference of the pants now. You're going to gather it to your exact hip measurement.
So let me use this opportunity to give shout out to my beautiful and sweet supporters. All my supporters, you're doing well. Thank you so much for supporting me on this channel. I really appreciate you. You too, you can be part of these supporters by just clicking the join button beside the subscriber button. Okay. Thank you for doing so. I love you and I appreciate you always. So now you bring the band, like you can put your shock and note the four corners or the four. You mash it. This is one side. This is the other side. So once you've marked the four corners of the band, you now pin the corners to the four sides of the pant, like the center front, the center back, and then the side seams you get. That's how you're gonna do it. So once that is done, you are now going to stitch the band through the waist circumference. And while you do that, you're going to be pulling the band so that it matches up with the circumference. Alright, so when you're done joining it, this is how it's just gonna look. And that's it. The pant is ready. If you have not subscribed to this channel yet, please kindly subscribe. I'll see you next time. Stay sweet.